Thank you, Alan. Just to piggyback on a couple of things that Alan said and that I said earlier this morning in our conversation, we are doing a number of wonderful things in this state, and we have made a lot of progress even with our current funding situation in our schools. And it is Alan's and Edie's and my direction off of our bosses to use what we have done and where we are headed to create our Race to the Top proposal, in essence. So we want to build on the work that has been underway. So for instance, some of those challenge areas that Alan pointed out, the Professional Educator Standards Board has done some work that we can piggyback on to meet some of the requirements in that area. The state board with regard to their accountability proposals, the work that Janelle's been doing with the assistance to the lowest performing schools. We want to build on what we're doing, not recreate the wheel. We want to use work groups that are already working in those areas to refine proposals, pull together data, etc. Then, one of our big challenges, of course, is to provide information to you all so that you can respond and take a look at where you see your district and your schools fitting in with this work. And so we're in the process of putting up web pages that will be interactive and some other tools for us to use in that area. Frankly, this is a challenge. And we have thought about this whole issue of there are two opportunities to go for Race to the Top resources. The governor has had 2 conversations with the Secretary of Education. He has indicated to her with regard to putting in an application in the first round that indeed the department will provide feedback to states who are not successful so that you have an opportunity to refine your proposal for round 2. Plus, of course, we'll be able to see those states that are successful, the content of their grant applications, and we can work off of that. Also, with regard to our work, oh, yes. With regard to, again, one issue in particular that folks have asked about, are we just out of the running because we don't have charter schools in the state of Washington? And Alan addressed that a moment ago. But I want you to know, too, that that issue has specifically been brought up with the Secretary. With regard to the draft regulations, it is not in the regulation itself where you see the requirement for charters. It is in the scoring rubric that they've put up related to how you assist low-performing schools. So we have had this conversation with the Secretary. The governor did provide comments, one of those many sets of comments that were provided to the Secretary with regard to this issue. So as Alan said, we are moving forward with the idea that we need to talk about ways in which we support many kinds of learning opportunities for our students, not necessarily one prescription to do so. So we're hopeful for some better responses with regard to the department, with regard to the scoring on that particular item. I think at this point, I'll turn it back to Alan, just to say again to everyone, thank you for your considerations and thinking about how we move forward in this area. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Judy. Thanks, Judy. Just to finish off, Bob said an hour or so ago that I'm from OSPI, I'm here to help you. And from somebody coming from the outside, I really want to echo that comment. These people you heard from today, I think you all know they're very strong professional people, work very, very hard. We are here to try to do what we can to make this thing best for you, best for schools, best for your people, and best for kids. Thank you very much.